happens when you completely enrage an assassin? Arthur abandoned his usual accidental assassinations. This time, he came armed to wipe out an entire army. He set up an ambush along Dean's escape route. Meanwhile, Steve followed the plan. He hijacked a bus. As soon as Dean's convoy appeared on the monitors, Arthur floored the gas pedal. Blocking their only way out, Dean gave the order. His bodyguards and hitmen stormed out, opening fire on Arthur. But against a sharpshooter like him, they were nothing more than amateurs. Once the gunfight ended, Arthur hopped onto a garbage truck and resumed the chase. Just then, Steve arrived in the bus. The lead car couldn't stop in time. It crashed headfirst into the bus, completely sealing off the road. Dean panicked. He ordered his driver to turn around, but Arthur was already there. He rammed the garbage truck forward. The steel forks pierced the car, flipping it over in an instant. Dean was done for. He had no strength left to resist, but even with a gun to his head, he held on to his last shred of dignity. Two triggers were pulled, and just like that, the infamous crime boss met his end. Arthur had avenged his friend. When it was all over, Steve asked Arthur, "What now?" Arthur's answer was simple: a new identity, a complete disappearance. But Steve forced a chuckle, one that didn't sound very convincing. Then, Arthur noticed something. Tucked at Steve's waist was a pistol. Harry's pistol. Arthur's late best friend had given it to him before he died, yet somehow, Steve had it now. Arthur realized he must have dropped it earlier while packing. Steve recognized it instantly. This was his father's favorite gun. But why was it in Arthur's luggage? The truth hit him. Arthur was the one who killed his father. Steve said nothing, but a man like him never lets grudges go. Later, as they stopped at a gas station, Steve inserted the fuel nozzle into the car, spilling gasoline everywhere. Then he made an excuse to buy water, and walked away. Once he reached the corner, he pulled out his father's gun. And just like that, he avenged Harry. But vengeance is hollow. In a short time, he had lost both his father and his mentor. Steve returned to Arthur's safe house. In the corner stood an old record player. Arthur had two rules: never touch his record player, never touch his car. Tonight, Steve broke both. He picked a record, set it on the turntable, and let the melody play. Then, he walked to the garage, slid into Arthur's prized car, and drove off. What he didn't know, his time was already up. Arthur had his reasons for those two rules. Whoever touched them never lived to tell the tale. Then, Steve noticed a note on the passenger seat. Arthur wasn't dead. The gas station security footage told the truth. Arthur had smelled the gasoline. He had slipped away long before the explosion. After spending so much time together, Arthur understood Steve all too well. Once Steve had a target, not even his mentor could stop him. He didn't let emotions get in the way. And that, after all, was the mark of a true hitman.